This is R.D. Sharma Solution Class 12, Chapter 2 Functions MCQ Multiple Choice Questions. The next question is, let f be from R to R, real number to real number. This be a function defined by fx. So how this function is? E to the power mod x minus e raise minus x divided by e raise x plus e raise minus x. So this is the function. So there are four options here. F is a bijection, F is an injection only, F is surjection only, F is neither an injection nor a surjection. Basically, we have to check for injection also and for surjection also. So if we actually write it, injectivity, what do we do in injectivity? We try to make fx equals fy and then we try to prove that it is x equals y. But since it is somewhat, not very much, but somewhat complicated. So rather than doing this, we can do it using example. Means we'll give some value and try to prove that with certain values, this is not one-to-one. Because there is mod x. You can try with fx equals fy, but just if you are able to find out imagine certain numbers. For example, let me tell you, all the negative numbers are going to be giving the same result here. Because it is e to the power e raise mod x minus e raise minus x, e raise x plus e raise minus x. Let us put x as negative 2. Even if you put negative 1, negative 4, negative 3, the result remains same. You'll see here. So e negative 2, negative 2 mod x is plus 2. And here e raise negative 2, negative plus, so e raise 2. I am putting x as minus 2. Then e raise negative 2 plus e raise 2. Don't worry about the denominator because the numerator both are same values, so it will be 0. Anything will be in the denominator. Don't worry about that. Now f negative 3, as I said, even if you put negative 1, negative 4, negative 5, the result remains the same. Because e raise mod x is what? You are putting negative 3 here. So you are going to get 3, e raise 3. And since you are putting negative, it is already negative. The negative will become positive. So it will be e raise 3 divided by e raise minus 3 plus e raise 3. Again, don't worry about the denominator. You're going to get a 0. So these two values are enough. You don't have to go for other values. Because now, for negative 2 also you are getting 0. For negative 3 also you are getting 0. It's very clear. Let me map it. For negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 1, negative 5, anything negative integer you are taking here, or even real number, it is many to one. It is not one to one. First thing, it is not injective. It is not injective. Clear? Coming to the second part, which is the surjective part. So we want to prove it as onto. That means y equals fx. That is, every y should have a pre-image. That is a proper x value that will give you y. So I will just make this expression simpler. Because this is mod x, we cannot just solve it like that. Because mod x is x when x is greater than 0. Mod x is negative x when x is less than 0. We cannot directly solve it. We have to take two steps here. Okay. So when we take x less than 0, it will be, we just saw, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 or negative real number is going to give you what? We just saw it is going to give you 0 in the discussion of injectivity. Okay. So what do you get? If you put x as negative x is already there. E raise minus x minus e raise minus x. We already proved it with the minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So it is 0. X less than 0, always fx will be 0. That's clear. Now coming to x greater than 0. What will happen with x greater than 0? So this mod x will be positive x. Positive x, okay. So y is fx e raise plus x minus e raise minus x by ex plus e to the power minus x. Now let me write e to the power x minus e to the power minus x of the numerator in a way so that we get a proper value, so that we can prove it that our codomain and range are not equal, because we know the question is giving codomain as real number. We would want to prove that the range and codomain are not equal. How do we do this? So we need to manage it. Real number means minus infinity, negative infinity to positive infinity. So anything comes here in the real number, but we will try to prove that this actually fx when x is greater than 0 will always be a value which is less than 1. When it is less than 1, it will not match the codomain, which is actually a real number. So I'm just clearing it. Let me just clear it and we'll just try to manage this particular term. I'll show it to you here only. See, e raise x minus e raise minus x. Let us write negative e raise minus x as e raise x minus 2 raise e minus x. That is minus e raise minus x. Why not we write as e raise minus x minus 2 e raise minus x? That would be minus e raise minus x. Same thing. If I write x minus 2x, it will be minus x. Same thing we are doing here. So I can write, or we can write this as e raise x plus e raise minus x minus 2 raise e raise minus x divided by e raise x plus e raise minus x. Now just take this part and this part separately. So this e raise x plus e raise minus x, same as the denominator, minus 2 raise e raise minus x by 1 e raise x plus e raise minus x. This is going to be 1. So 1 minus this term. So this term, how can we say that this term will always be positive? The second term, it's always be positive. Then only we can say that, okay, this is going to be less than 1. How? Okay, because 2, I'm just writing 2 e raise minus x is e raise x in a denominator. E raise minus x can be written as 1 by e raise x. So I'm just resolving it. It will be e raise 2x plus 1 by e raise x. Just cancel this e raise x from both sides. 2 raise e to the power 2x. Now you know the value of e. What is the value of e? X is a real number. So e will always give you e to the power something. E is basically 2.732 some value, right? Now when you put some x value real number, it will always be positive. There is no e cannot be negative. Whatever value you take, it can never be negative, because e is a positive value. You are having an exponential function and that can never be negative. So this is always positive. So you are now subtracting 1 with this. So the discussion all is, you are not going to get the same codomain, because this is not coming. The range will be different. 1 minus something. That is, it will always be less than 1. The value will always be less than 1. That means the codomain was a real number, but the range is not conforming or not equal to the codomain. So this given function is not onto, because in order to be onto, the codomain and range has to be equal. Okay, so this function is not surjective. That means this function is neither injective nor surjective. Neither injective nor surjective. Okay. Question number 22. If f, or let f, is from r minus n to r. So f is from real number without n, all the real number except n You'll just see when I write the function, you'll see why this n is not there. Fx is x minus m by x minus n, where m is not equal to n. So if you put x as n, it will be something by 0, and we cannot have it. That will be undefined. That is why the domain is all the real number except the n. So we have to same thing, real number and then injectivity and surjectivity. This you have to find out. So we have already seen this type of question, so I'll just show you here only. If you remember x minus a by x minus b, that kind of stuff we have already seen. So fx will be equal to fy. I'm checking injectivity. And in y equals fx for surjectivity. Let us see here. If fx equals fy, if we are able to prove x equals y, this will be 1 to 1. So fx fy, just multiply, cross multiply, simplify. We have already done this. So let me tell you, it will be x equals y. It is 1 to 1. Similarly, surjectivity. Now it seems that it will be surjective, but you will just see what will happen here. It seems to be surjective, but not. So when you manage it, fx equals y, you will see x, because we have to write x on one side and other terms on the right hand side. So what you see here, this term ny minus m by y minus 1, if we put y as 1, that will be divided by 0, that is undefined. So this is not defined for y equals 1. So the domain was r minus n, but the range should be r minus 1, because 1 is making this this particular relation undefined. I hope you got the idea. If you put y as 1, you will not get any pre-image, but we need a pre-image to make it as onto. So this is not onto. F is 1 1, but it is not onto. Question number 23 we are taking. Let f be from R to R be a function defined by fx equals, let me write this, f is from R to R. This is very important. Most of the questions, all the questions which we discuss, you already know that this R, Z or R minus 1, all these defines that question. So fx is x square minus 8 by x square plus 1. No, x square plus 2. So this is, the question is asking about 1 1 but not onto, 1 1 and onto but not 1 1, neither 1 1 nor onto. So same thing you have to do. You have to check for injectivity 1 to 1 and then we'll check for surjectivity, that is onto. So what we'll do, fx equals fy. We'll try to prove x equals y. So let us do it here only. So fx fy, you know how to do this. You can cross multiply. This is quite obvious how you have to do. But x square will be equal to y square. This is what you will get in the when you are dealing with this thing. So x square equals y is x equals plus minus y. That is, for 2x you are getting 1y, or you can say 2y you are getting 1x. This either way you can do. But the thing is that you cannot have, this is many to one, this is not 1 to 1. Okay, you are getting two values for single value, not 1 to 1. Surjectivity, you can choose certain value. Why I am choosing certain value? Because you can see that x is giving you plus minus y. And since it is x square, and it is quite obvious that when you get an x square, that means negative 1 square and 1 square, they both are same. So you know that even if you put negative 1 or 1, you are going to get the same value, which is unlike what you want in onto. So if you put minus 1, you will get negative 7 by 3. 1 also you will get the same value. So same thing, you will not get a unique pre-image of y. So this is not onto. I hope you got the idea. Same discussion goes for injectivity and surjectivity both. You are not getting a pre-image, unique pre-image here. That is why we are saying that this is not 1 1, not on 2. Okay. Next one is, the function is R to R. This is defined by e raised x square minus e raised minus x square divided by e raised x square plus e raised minus x square. So since we have done questions like this and we easily see that it is x square, whatever you put, it will be same. X square, as I said, when you have x square, you put minus 1, you put 1. Both are going to give you the same value. Negative 1 square is 1, plus 1 square is 1. So whatever you put it here, you will always get the same value. So that means for negative 1 and plus 1, you are going to get the same value. Okay, so this is the same image. That is, x square is always positive. So you'll get the same value of y, that is fx, for different value of x. So it is not 1 to 1. And since from here only you see that y is not mapped to a single value. Whatever value of y comes, it has minus 1 and 1 both. That is, in surjectivity, we need a unique value of x for every y, which is also failing here. This is not on 2. So not 1 1, not on 2. So you can either do fx equals fy, try to prove x equals y, or you can do by this observation method also. So the next question is same here. Since we have just done a question like this, same thing. So f is from R to R, fx equals x square. Same thing here. So in injectivity, whenever you check fx equals fy, this is for injectivity. Surjectivity, you will put y equals fx. Same thing. It is quite clear by injectivity only that it won't be, or it is not possible that it is surjective. X square equals y square. So x will be plus minus y. That means you are not getting 1 to 1 value. There is no 1 to 1 correspondence. You are getting many to 1. Many to 1, x is giving you y also, x is giving you negative y also, or you can say y will give you plus x, y will give you negative x. The negative x, positive x correspond both to y. Either way, you can argue that this is not 1 to 1. And this is very clear that you are not getting a unique value of y, because for on 2, every y should have a unique image. So this question, next question. So let me take you to a question which we have already done. So this question is exactly similar to question number 12. Okay, we have already discussed it in detail. So I am just skipping this question. Just go to the 12th question and the question are same. In 10th, 11th, 12th, all the standards, why the question are being repeated same? Maybe they want you to practice more. Question number 27 we are discussing. Same thing we have already done, because if I take you to the question number 15, we have already discussed this, sine pi x by 2. But let me just go through this question. So this is, A is x belongs to R, and this x is between negative 1 and 1. So this is basically to itself R bijection. Which of the following functions? There are 4 functions, and 3 functions actually, because one is none of these. So which of these are to itself R bijection? So the answer here is pi x by 2. So if you just go back and refer to certain questions, we have already discussed this. Question number 15. Just go back to the question number 15 and refer it. You'll see. Maybe the question may differ in your, say, edition, but just remember, wherever you get sine pi x by 2 in the previous discussions, that is the discussion we are having right now. Okay, so let me just give you an idea here how this is bijection, because 1 to 1 it has to be. So fx equal fy, so this will be sine pi x by 2. I'm not discussing a or c. This we have already done. Mod x we have already done. And sine pi x by 4, you can have a similar discussion. So sine pi x by 2 and equals sine pi y by 2. If I take you to the trigonometry, sine a equals sine b or sine x equals sine y, it has a deep meaning. It has some, all the angles are being taken care, then it will have some minus 1 to the power n plus minus something, some solution is there. But filhal, right now, I'm just saying that it is 1 to 1, because sine 30 will be equal to sine 30, sine 60 will be equal to sine 60, sine 180 will be equal to sine 180. That is why I'm saying it is 1 to 1. Let us assume it. If we put a proper value, you will get the sine theta as equal. Now, I am putting values here. In place of x, I am putting minus 1. That is the boundary values I am putting. And here, 1. What do you get? Sine. This is negative pi by 2. Here you get sine pi by 2. Sine minus theta is minus sine theta. So it will be negative sine pi by 2. And this is sine pi by 2. Okay. Sine 90 is 1. So you get negative 1, 1. So you have the range and codomain, both are same. The codomain was negative 1 to 1. Range is also negative 1 to 1. That is why this is a bijection. F is a bijection because we proved it to be 1, 1 and onto. Next question. Okay. So the kind of question this is, we have already seen. But the second part, the first part is almost same. If you just go back to the even odd scenario. But we will try to do it, because there is one more part. So this is, we have to again check for injectivity and surjectivity. Okay. So this is, f is from z to z. Please remember, these are integers. Integers. Okay. Now, so the question is saying, fx is equal to x by 2 if x is even, and 0 if x is odd. 0 if x is odd. So we have to check for onto but not 1, 1, 1, 1 but not onto, 1, 1 and onto, and finally neither 1, 1 nor onto. So first thing, fx equals fy. Since we have two parts here, or you can say even and odd, we have to deal differently because the function is different for even and odd. So we have to make cases. We'll make 4 cases. X is even, y is even, x is odd, y is odd, x is odd, y is even, x is even, y is odd. So these are 4. But you'll see that, let me make case 1. Both are even. So x by 2 equals y by 2. So x equals y. This is 1 to 1 in case 1. Coming to case 2. Why I'm not going to case 3, case 4, you'll see here. So you have fx equals fy. But since they both are odd, 0 will be equal to 0. But we cannot define. How can we determine that x equals y? Because 0 equals 0 doesn't signify that x equals y. So you cannot say. So it is not 1 to 1. That is, we are unable to say anything regarding this. Indeterminate. So we'll not go ahead. We'll simply say f is not 1, 1. I hope you got the idea. So it is not 1 to 1. So the 28 is the part A saying onto but not 1, 1, and D neither 1, 1 nor onto. So 1 1 is not there. So A and D both can be true. Let us see the surjectivity now. And surjectivity onto but not 1 1. The answer is this. Onto but not 1 1. Okay. So y equals fx you want, but the better way is to simply check for codomain and range. Codomain and range. So this is the better idea, I guess. Codomain and range. Okay. So what we'll do, see, you know the codomain because it is already given. F is from Z to Z. That means that we are talking about the Z integers. What will be the value? It will be 0, 1, 2, 3 till infinity on that side, -1, -2, -3, infinity. Or you can easily write in a different way, that is 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2. This way also you can write. This is the way to represent integers or Z. What about the range? See, range is, for even it is x by 2, for odd it is 0. X is coming from where? Fx is x by 2. So you have to give the real number. But don't worry about the real number, because this 0, 1, 2 we are going to give 0 by 2. For even, for odd it will be 0. Again 2 by 2. Then odd it is 0. And we'll go ahead with this. So you are getting 0, 0, 1. Then you have 1. Let us take one more. 4 by 2. 4 by 2. That is x by 2. So you are going to get 2. 5 you are going to get 0. So you are getting 0, 1, 2. Don't worry about the number of zeros. Similarly, on the left hand side also you will get -1 and -2, -3, -4, like this. So basically, with this discussion, we come to the conclusion that the range is 1, 2, -1, -2, 0. All these are integers. So the codomain and range are equal because both are integers. So f is onto. The answer is A, onto, but not 1, 1. We proved it that it is not injective. Coming to question number 29 in my edition. So if you remember, we have already done a question like this. So just refer to the question number 4. 2 raise x plus 2 raise mod x. Same thing. So as I said earlier also, how to make this graph. There will be a graph and it will start with certain value. In 2 raise x and 2 raise mod x, it starts with 2. Okay. Now when you make this graph, there will be horizontal line test, and this gives you, for 2 value of x you are getting 1 value of y, or you can say 1 value of y is giving 2 value of x. So it is not 1, 1. It is quite clear. I hope you got the idea. I'll not saying it 2, you just have to do it. It will be the 6 to infinity actually. So what do you get here? These 2 and 6 is not the point of discussion. The point of discussion is, first thing, it will not be 1, 1. And the codomain and range are not same, because the range is real number. But here it is going from say 2 or say 6 till infinity. So the codomain and range are not matching. I hope you got the idea. That is why it is neither 1, 1 nor on 2. So it is 1, 1, many 1, not 1, 1. That means it is many 1. And it is not on 2. It is in 2. Okay. So if you see here, you see in the book, the answer D, many 1 in 2. But in the book, if you go to your book and you see, the answer is given something different. The answer is given C. So there are certain printing mistakes also. Okay. So there are certain mistakes everywhere, So don't worry about that. You have to be very specific to your solution. Okay, this we are going to take in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.